Hi there and welcome to my studio here at home. I'm James. If this is your first time practicing with me, please feel free to visit my website, ocyogi.com. You'll find more information there about my live classes, in-studio classes, as well as my online schedule. I try to offer maybe 2 or 3 classes per week via my online channel, but there are plenty of pre-recorded classes available as well. So please, when you get a chance, do visit the schedule page on my site and you'll find more information there. Today's practice will be more of a mix, so we'll work a little core, we'll go through some hatha, kind of physical postures, yoga postures, some dynamic maybe movement as well. So I'll try to mix up a little bit of everything here, and towards the end we'll finish off with some restorative sort of stretching and relaxation. I will be using a couple of blocks. If you have a couple of blocks, I encourage you to keep those nearby. If you have a towel or a strap, you can also keep that nearby. We'll use that strap or the towel for some stretches towards the end. Okay? Let's go ahead and get started. We'll come to our back and we'll hug the knees into the chest. Relaxing our head back down, we'll interlace hands above the knees here. We'll press the knees together. The inner thighs a little bit closer. We'll circle the knees around, massage the lower back just a bit. Just notice how that stretch feels through the lower back as you bring your knees in a bit closer, and then as you release. If your lower back is tight, if it's stiff, you'll feel it a little bit there. Move around a little bit here. Circle the knees around. One thing to note is throughout practice, please be safe, modify as you need to. I'll try to offer as much guidance as possible. Do rest when you need to. Take a little break, maybe a child's pose, or pause the video if you need to take a break. I'm going to go ahead and bring the right knee in, relaxing the left side as I straighten it out. I'll circle this knee around here as I navigate and guide the knee left and right, and maybe even circular motions, massaging the hip joint on the right side. Maybe you inhale as you go around, and exhale as you come in. Some might bring the knee further to the right side a bit more. Bring it closer to the armpit as you press. And then gently as you release. Extend the foot up here and circle the foot ankle, or maybe fan the toes open, close. Point, flex back and forth. And sometimes the ankle will crackle and pop here, and just slow down the rotation. Slow the motion down here of the foot. Gently as we bend knee, relaxing your knee over to the left. Your hands can sort of reach out here and soften, relax your arms towards the floor, or the palm of your left hand can gently press a bit here. If this is a bit much, feel free to bend your left knee also, so it's a gentle passive twist here. Supta Parivartanasana. Breathe into the belly rib cage on the right side of the body. And as you exhale, the palm of your left hand may be pressing just a bit more, stretching the thigh out of the hip socket, extending foot heel away. Your right foot heel you can extend away, and sometimes you can extend both heels further to your left. Good. Come back to center here, bring the knees back in, and switch sides. Extend the right side, keep the left knee and the shin. Interlace hands over the shin and massage, navigate, circle the knee around. You might press it into the left armpit just a bit more as you navigate and guide that knee. Good. Extend left foot up towards the ceiling, or maybe towards the sky if you're outdoors. Circle the foot around. Curl toes closed, fan toes open, point, flex, back and forth. If the ankle again crackles and pops, slow it down. Get as much extension as you can get. Relaxing your neck and shoulders down here, but your interlace is firm. Bending your left knee with an inhale and exhale, guide your knee to the right. If you need to bend both knees, then that's okay. Maybe you wiggle your hips a bit to the left and knees over to the right for a passive twist here. You might turn a bit to look to the left here, otherwise relax the neck. Shoulders grounded. And as you breathe into the belly ribcage on the left side, exhale, press a bit more with your hand. Again, stretching the thigh out of the hip socket, rolling and pressing it towards the floor with the palm of your right hand. Just notice how that feels for your lower back, gently as you bend knee and come back to center here. Hold on to the legs, press lower back into the floor, interlace your hands behind your head, let the weight relax into your hands. Now some might want to try a little neck stretch here. I want to start to send the head upwards by the activation and using of my hands, the palms, and I'll create a little traction to drag across the back of the head. I'll bring the elbows in here, soften shoulders away from ears, and then as I exhale, I may press up and forward, chin a bit closer into the chest. Gently as you relax your head back onto the hand, into the weight of your head back into your hands. Your interlace is firm. Now shins will stay parallel, belly button hug it in. So L shape here with the legs. We'll start some yogi bicycles. Inhaling. Exhale up, extending right, lower down, right elbow, left knee. Inhale, come back. Exhale up. Extending left side heel, left elbow to right knee. Inhale, come back. Exhale up. And at your own pace as you bicycle, try to connect breath to movement here, movement to breath. As you come back, release the hands and hang on to the legs. Begin to rock back and forth, massaging your mid-back and your lower back a bit here. Good. Brace through the core, come up ear as you hold. Now, if you need to lower the feet down, that's okay, but try to hold on to the legs, shrug the shoulders back and down, upright with your posture as you pull your belly button in. Shins can hover here. If you want to release into boat pose Navasana, you can. Core engaged. If you do, extend feet away, flex toes towards you. If that's a bit much, if you sense your lower back tensing up, come back here and hang on to the legs. Cross legs here. Grab the feet here, give yourself a little bit of a pull, kind of sort of stretching the tops of your ankles and your feet. Hug the elbows in, belly button hug it in. Try not to let the feet to touch down. And then as you release, come forward, gentle with your knees. If you're on a harder surface, you may want to have a towel nearby, a full folded towel, so that anytime we come to the knees, that towel can serve as a cushion for your knees. Neutral tabletop position, blocks underneath your hands if you like. You don't have to use the blocks. Sometimes I do like to use the blocks a bit here because I like to sort of grip and grab the block here as I firm my hands down. Eyes of the elbows facing forward, so external rotation. Belly button, hug it in. So straight spine as much as possible. Look down, draw shoulders away. As you begin to inhale, belly down as you arch your back. As you exhale, round back, belly in, chin comes in towards chest. Keep pressing hands into the floor or the block. And really draw that belly button in. Come into cow again as you inhale. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow again. Exhale, cat, but also do a little circle here. Belly in as you circle your hips around. And then go in the other direction here. Hips to the left and look to the left. Inhale the center. Exhale, hips to the right, look to the right. Back to center. Curl toes, lift up here, extend heels back, high plank, and you could stay on the blocks or again hand to the floor. Now that same sort of motion we were using inhaling and exhaling into cow and cat, we'll try to incorporate that over here. So I'm going to kind of send the belly down and hips up as I go back. I'm inhaling here. And I'll sort of try to wave the spine forward as I come into plank. So belly button, I hug it in and I shift weight forward, shoulders over the hands, maybe even slightly further forward. Mindful with your wrists. Inhale, belly down, hips up. Exhale, wave spine forward into plank. And on your own, you can keep doing this back and forth. Okay? Connect breath to movement to breath here. Good. Lower the knees down. Blocks over to the side. As you sit back into your child's pose, thread your right arm to the left. And then relax your chin over your arm and your forehead touches down. Your left hand can reach forward and you can keep the active stretch here. As you cupcake the fingertips to your left hand, fingertips pressing into the floor. The wrist, the elbow on the left side is up here, breathing. Slowly as you release, come back forward to a neutral table position. So adjust your knees and your shins, left hand in the center, and reach that right arm up here and circle it around. Loosen up a bit through the shoulder girdle. And come back down into your table. Again, knees wider, feet closer together. Inhale here. Exhale, thread left arm to the right as you sit back into your child's pose and forehead resting, chin over your arm. Relax here, forehead soft, breathe here. And you might cupcake the right hand, fingertips pressing. And elbow and forearm off the floor on the right side. Notice any sort of tension in the shoulder girdle. Try to draw that shoulder back a bit here. Energize the arm instead. And slowly as you come out, Again, adjust your knees, your shins, your right hand in the center. Sweep, inhale that left arm. And exhaling, releasing, circling arm around a few times. We'll come to our neutral table, curl toes. Knees off the floor, just a few inches here. Hug the belly in and press hands into the floor. Ujjayi breath through the nose, exhaling through the nose. Good. Now as you hover your left knee towards your left wrist, belly button, hug it in, hover shin off the floor, go back, place the toes back down on the left side. You're still in your bear crawl position. And right knee hover, belly button in, hover knee close to the wrist here, off the floor, and then right foot go back down. As you come to the left side, bring your right heel down, open hip heart to the left here, sort of lifting up the hips, bringing your left knee through to the right. Come back to center, right hand down. Right knee comes in and turn to the left here, belly button in. Inhale here. Exhale, coming back, hips up, downward facing dog. March here a few times. Nod head yes and shake head no. Now, as the heels touch down, maybe your hands are on the blocks. Even if the heels don't touch down, Charlie Chaplin your feet here so your toes are pointed out and your heels are closer together as you press floor away. Now, bend your right knee and let the weight sit into your left heel. Okay? And send your hips to the right here. Okay, so the heel should be in the center and your left foot is pointed towards like 10 o'clock. You're sending your hips to the right. Bring your right heel down in the center again. Your foot kind of Charlie Chaplin'd away. Your toes on the right foot pointing towards 2 o'clock. Keep pressing floor away and send your hips to the left. Good. Come back and step forward or walk forward. Lift, lengthen halfway here with inhale. Relax into the fold. Exhale. Nod head yes, shake head no. Massage the hands and the wrists if you need to. Take opposing thumb here, massage the palm, the heel of the palm, the wrist here. Sway, pendulum a bit, ragdoll side to side. If you have high blood pressure or say vertigo, you want to stay up a little bit higher. You want the head to be about heart level. Okay, you might just shake your head no here. And nod your head yes. Good. When you're ready to roll up, nice and slow. If you need the support of your arms, arms on your legs. Shrug shoulders up, back, and down. Heel toe feet a little closer together, about maybe 2 fist distance apart. Gentle supported back bend. Inhaling, lifting through the heart center. And exhaling, pelvis forward. Belly button in. Maybe relaxing chin towards chest, or lifting up the head and opening through the throat here. Open mouth. Good. Slowly straightening out your legs. Neutral spine. Hands beside you and palms maybe facing forward. Close eyes, attention, awareness to our breath. Blink eyes open, circle hands round, open, close hands. Inhale, we'll come to chair, Utkatasana. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, lift, lengthen halfway. Flat back, long neck, shoulders away. Exhale, hands down, right foot step it back. Lower the knee onto the towel. If there's a harder surface, right? Gentle with the knee, release the top of the foot and the ankle. Left foot frame between your hands. Low lunge, inhale, rise. Exhale, your left hand reaching down and you're reaching up and to the left with your right hand. Turn a bit, belly button in. Mindful with the lower back. You might sink a bit lower. Left arm, inhale. Exhale, hands back. Curl toes under here and left foot step it back. High plank, inhaling. Exhale, halfway down. You could lower the knees if you need to here. Tops of the feet come down. Lazy upward facing dog. Mindful with the lower back here. Hug the belly in. Relax your glutes. Relax a bit through the pelvis here. Sway the hips a bit left and right. Take a breath. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Bicycle once or twice. Feet parallel, about hip distance apart, they settle. Fan the fingers wide open as you press floor away. Right foot, inhale it back and up, extending away. Exhale it through. Left side, bring it down, maybe to the towel. Top of the foot release. Hug belly in, low lunge, inhale, come up. Exhaling, right hand relaxing down here. You're reaching up and to the right with your left hand. You might turn a bit here, belly button in, relaxing through your left side shin and knee. You might sink a little bit lower, mindful with the lower back. Keep pulling that belly in. Good, inhale, right arm coming back. Exhale, hands to your mat. Curl toes. Press to lift up that foot and send it back. Inhale there. Exhale, knees. Hug the elbows in. Right there is good. Again, transition. Lazy, upward facing dog. Shoulders back and down. Deep inhale, gently look up. Exhaling. Downward facing dog. Nod head yes, shake head no. Inhale, bend knees, and exhale, step, hop, or walk forward. Lift, lengthen halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come to chair, Utkatasana. Now, last week I had a bit of a back spasm, lower back spasm, and I'm still kind of feeling it. So I have to be mindful as I lift up my trunk here. I have to engage the bundles a bit more and really protect the lower back, especially in these types of positions like chair or triangle, where you have to use the core, otherwise you start to compromise the lower back here, okay? Now, gentle with the knees as you start to sit back down, almost like you're coming into a low squat here, and then your hips touch down, and boat pose, Navasana. Core stays active here, extend the feet away, belly button, hug it in. If you want a bit more, reach the hands under the calves, brace core, hug the elbows in here, nice and high, shoulders draw down, heart reaching up and forward. Good. Feet come back down, use your hands to help you lift up a little bit here. Right into Malasana, low squat. Arms on the inside, palms together. Arms help open up through the Hips and pelvis here, long neck, shoulders away from ears. Gently shake head no. Nod head yes. Good. Brace through the core, mindful with the knees. Some might reach the hands up. Inhaling, exhaling as you press to rise. Relax your arms besides. Feet parallel, heel toe. Come to chair, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale again, right foot step it back, lower the knee, shin, and top of the foot here. As you come up, inhaling, you reach hands apart and you turn to your left as you reach the hands apart here. Belly button, draw it in, and sink the hips a little bit lower, mindful with the knee. Right hand going up and left hand coming for a wrap. Soften shoulders away, inner thigh towards that midline, pull that belly in. Exhale your hands back down. Curl back toes so you could lift up the knee and extend. Right hand keep it down, left hand reach up here. And as you exhale again, energizing towards the midline, as you deepen your turn, hands reach apart. Option to relax left arm behind back. Inhaling, elongating spine. Exhaling, lowering your pelvis, chin towards chest, and then turning to look behind you as you deepen that twist. Inhale your left arm around. Exhale, back down. Step it back or send up the leg high. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Option to float the leg or modify if you need to. Transitioning with inhale. Cobra or upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Settled heels, take a breath. Right foot, inhale high. Exhale, right foot all the way through. Lower the left side down to the towel. Belly button, hug it in. Inhaling, coming up. Exhale, hands open apart and you turn to your right and you reach hands apart here. Draw belly in. Left hand up, right taking a wrap. Shoulders soften away from ears. Mindful with the knee on the left knee, belly in, reach up here, press that inner thigh towards the midline, take a breath. Exhale, circle that hand back down. Left hand down, pick up the left knee, extend through the left heel, keep that inner right thigh towards that midline. Inhale, sweep up with your right hand. Exhale, continue to reach. Broad, lengthen across the shoulders, hug the belly in. Option to take that wrap behind back. Inhaling, exhaling, chin coming in towards the chest, and then you deepen the turn as you look behind you. Inhale, sweeping arm. Exhale, travel back. Inhale, release the leg, shake it out. Exhale, chaturanga. Transition, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Stay here. Adjust, settle feet, hands, and breathe. Now, as we hover forward into our plank position, we'll lower down to the forearms. Hands can come together, or you could keep them more parallel. Forearms here, like number 11. Okay, but hands together is okay too.
And circle the wrists here, maybe flex through the forearms just to release any tension out of your hands and your wrists. Now bring your feet together and really pull that belly button off the floor. Adjust your feet so your hips are about shoulder height or slightly lower. And we'll start these sort of rainbow hips drops here for the count of 20. We'll go to the right. You'll exhale. Okay, so it doesn't have to be slow breathing. The breathing is going to change now. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Belly in. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Press back up into your plank. Downward facing dog. Stretch it out. Hover to plank. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Lower to the right wrist. To the left wrist. Up to the left elbow. Back to the right elbow. Send the foot back. Downward facing dog. Hover to plank. Exhale, left to left elbow, left knee. Lower to the left wrist. To the right wrist. To the right elbow. To the left elbow, send it back. Downward facing dog. Knees bend, inhale. Hop, step, or walk forward. Feet apart a few inches, lift, lengthen halfway. Exhale, relax into fold. Hands underneath the feet, toes lined up into the creases of the wrists, Padahastasana or gorilla pose. Press with the toes, shift weight forward and massage the palms and the wrists here. Bend the knees if you need to, so your belly can rest on your thighs. Good. If you want to intensify this, a little internal rotation through the femur bone on each side, rooting down your hands into your feet, into your hands, as your hands pull on the soles of your feet. Long neck, shoulders away from ears. Good. Slowly as you release. Gently as you bend knees, forearms supporting your weight. Hands together, forearms on the thighs. Now some might shift weight forward and lift the heels off the floor as you balance here. So you're kind of like almost in a forward fold, but probably your head is about heart level. Keep drawing in the belly, okay, with the forearms kind of supporting your weight on your thighs. It's not too bad. Somewhat still challenging. You feel a little bit of shakiness maybe. Heels high off the floor. If you want a bit more, slowly as you straighten out your legs, belly button in, airplane arms open, heels high off the floor as you balance. Good. Hands come back together. We sit our weight back into the heels again. And preparing for chair, Utkatasana. Now, Bandha's active. Cat out of the lower back and pull that belly in. Shift weight onto the heels a bit more. Hands reaching up, palms face each other. And maybe palms come together. If you sense tension in the shoulders, shoulders back and down. Keep the hands open. As you rise, inhale. And gentle back bend. Inhale, coming back. Exhale as you swan dive. Lift, lengthen halfway. Exhale, step back, high plank. Belly button hug it in. Now, you might keep the feet a little wider apart, same with the hands, and elevate your right foot heel off the floor, even if it's just a couple of inches. Firmly root your hands down, shifting your weight to the left hand, and picking up your right hand, maybe reach it over to the right as you hover. Belly in. Right hand coming back, left foot coming back. Right foot off the floor, core active, belly in, leg is engaged, floating, and then left hand coming to the fingertips and reaching, sweeping left hand up and draw belly in. Steady through the torso, square up the hips and pelvis. Left hand coming back. Downward facing dog, stretch it out. Nod head, yes, shake head, no, bicycle a few times. Right foot inhale high, and open for Shavasana. Open hips to the right here, bend the knee and relax. And breathe into that right side, evenly pressing into the hands, soften through the neck. Root down the left heel if possible. Inhale to center here and exhale the foot all the way through. Back foot heel come down, heel arch line or heel heel. And warrior two as you come up with the arms. Exhaling as you settle. Heel to adjust. Notice any tension in the glute or the lower back. Cat out of the lower back as you draw the belly in. Shake out the hands. Gaze forward past your right hand. Sit the hips a bit lower. Now, palms facing away. Inhaling. Exhaling, right hand on the inside, fingertips reaching for the floor, and left hand reaching up here. Hug belly in. Use the arm to open inner thigh to the right here. Chin comes in, roll, and gently as you look up. Brace through the core. Inhale as you come back. Your right foot will turn to the left 90 degrees. Pigeon toe the feet in, hinge and forward fold. Relax through head, neck, and shoulders. Let the legs get a release, especially that right side. Nod head, yes. Shake head, no. Top of the head coming towards the center, kind of underneath the pelvis if you want to deepen the stretch. And sometimes I'll place the palms down and I'll send the hands through behind me and I'll grip the floor there to pull my head further underneath as I draw the belly in. Sort of bending at the elbows. Good. Slowly as we release and come back, we might need to wiggle the feet a little bit closer and dynamic right, left, bending through the knees. We'll circle to the front to face forward and we'll step back into our plank, lower down to our forearms again. Facing to the right, we adjust the left forearm for a side plank to the right here. On the forearm, reaching up here, right? You could modify with the left knee shin down if you need to. Okay? Pulse the hips up and down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold here, inhale. Exhale, swim right arm through as you turn. Hold here, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, arm back up. Exhale, swim, belly in. Back up, inhale. Exhale, swim. Back up, inhale. Exhale, right forearm down, adjust, turn, turn. Pick up that left shoulder, circle it around just a bit here. You're on your right forearm. Turn a bit more so you're facing your left. Modify if you need to. Shoulders away from ears, belly in, hips lifting, hand reaching, pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale. Exhale, swim that left arm through. Belly button in, hold here for 3, 2, and 1. Come back, inhale. Exhale, swim. Hug belly in. Inhale back. Exhale, swim. Inhale back. Exhale, left forearm down. Adjust, adjust back to high plank. Downward facing dog, or some might take a child's pose. Nod head yes, shake head no if you're in your downward facing dog. If you're in child's pose, relax your shoulders, relax your head and neck. Gradually, as you come out of your child's pose, left foot will inhale high. Open hips to the left Shavasana. Keep pressing floor away. Look under the left armpit towards the ceiling. Belly button, hug it in. Evenly pressing into your hands, rooting your right foot heel down, and inhale back to center. Exhale, foot all the way through. Right foot heel comes down. Warrior 2. Circling arms, inhaling. Exhale, settle. Now release through the shoulders, the neck here. Swing the arms around a bit. And circle here a bit more. Good. And sit, sit, sit here. Guiding your knee open towards pinky toe side. Root back, foot heel down. Hug belly in against. Notice any tension in the lower back or the hips here. Come back out of that tension if you need to. If you're energizing, you're sinking a little bit lower. Hands reach. And Virabhadrasana Dvi on this side. Now palms face away from us. To our right, we inhale and exhale. Arms move together here. Fingertips of our left hand reaching towards the floor. Inside of the left thigh foot. Forearm pressing thigh to the left here. Hand reaching up. Soften shoulders away. Chin towards chest as you roll to look up towards the ceiling. Inhale, coming back. Exhale, your left foot turns to the right 90. Pigeon toe, hinge, and forward fold. Another variation of Prasarita Padottanasana. This time, option for hands to be behind back, and you can even interlace and press the palms together. Soften through the neck and shoulders. Pull that belly in. Cool micro bend in the knees. Just in case, protect the backs of the legs. Slowly releasing and straightening out, deepening the stretch. Slowly as you release, hands to the floor, and you can ninja or skasandasana to the right here, extending left side, mindful with the knee. Over to the left side, extend the right side, and mindful with your knee again on the left side. Extension, flex toes towards you. And as you come back to center here, circling to your left counterclockwise, and stepping your left foot back. Bicycle it out here, release a bit. Okay. And now as you hover to your plank, brace core, right foot inhale, exhale, step right foot outside here. Now you could stay in your lizard here, or you could come to your forearms. And you could lower the left knee shin if you need to. You could roll onto the outer blade of your right foot heel and allow that knee to open to the right. Relax to your shoulders, pull the belly in, extension through your back foot heel. Your left quadricep is energized, it's active here. Lower the left knee down, gentle, release top of the foot. Press back on into the hands. Wiggle that right foot towards the mat again and frame the foot here between hands. Now, as your pelvis relaxes forward, pull the belly in, lift the heart through and up here. Hands on blocks if necessary. Inhaling. Exhaling into our half splits, Ardha Hanuman. I'm going to keep the sole of the foot down, even if my hand needs to hold it down. Even if I have a little micro bend in the right knee, it's okay. As I draw the belly in, I shift the right hip back a bit and left pelvis forward. And slowly as I stretch and try to take the bend out of the knee on the right side. As we release, now flex toes on the right side towards you. And gentle forward fold here. Good. As you start to come back, lift up the back foot heel and plant the foot heel down. Heel archer, heel line. Right hand on the inside to the floor or the block. Inhale, sweep left arm up here. Exhale, relax arm behind back. If you have a bind, go for the bind, but really brace through the core. I'm going to skip the bind today because I want to be a little bit more mindful of my lower back. I want to lift out of the waist here and be able to see if I could turn a bit more to the left. As my left hand comes around and finds my right thigh. Good stretch for the shoulder on the left side. Chin in as I roll to look up here. Releasing. As I slowly straighten out the right leg, mindful with that right side stretch, hand to block is okay or hand to floor. Using the hand on the shin and lifting up the torso. You might wiggle the back foot a bit closer and then turn to your left here to bring your shoulders into a plane. You might feel a little torsion in your leg. Root down through the big toe, middle toe on the left side and Trikonasana here, wider stance. I'm going to purposefully rely on my right hand today to support me. I'm still bracing through the core, but again, the support is mainly for the lower back. Soften shoulders away. And slowly as you turn to look up. Option for the hand to travel overhead. Gently as you bend right knee, inhaling and reversing, exhaling. Cat out of the lower back. Do bend the right knee, but reach up and to the left. Great. Gradually relax, chin towards chest, and turn to the right to look up past your arm on the right side and forward. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel, hands down. And pivot and turn and pick up that right foot and send it up, three-legged dog. Shake out the legs, circle it around. We're going to square up the hips here as we inhale. Knee to right elbow, hover, hold. Round back, belly in. Inhale it back. To nose or forehead, hover, hold. Round back here, press floor away. Inhale it back. Exhale to the left elbow, hover, hold. Now, some might come just to the right hand and balance. Float the foot here. If that's a bit much, send the foot through. Plant the back foot, heel down, falling star on this side. Exhale, hand back down, brace core, and send the foot back. Shake it out. Optional flow, high plank as you inhale. Chaturanga halfway. Transition. And downward facing dog. Hover to plank, inhale. Exhale, left foot outside the hand as you plant. And you can stay lower the knee if you need to. Or lizard, you're here on the forearm maybe, or stay on the hands. Roll to the outer blade of the left foot heel, that's a little bit extra. Shake head, no here. Nod head, yes. Release through the neck, pull the belly in. Extension through your back heel on the right side. And the knee is off the floor, hopefully, if you're keeping it more energetic. Good. Back onto the hands as you press. Gently lower the right knee. Heel toe, left foot to the mat. Hands frame the foot here. And in your low lunge again, hands to your block or your floor. Lifting heart forward and up as you inhale. Exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana, half split. Again, keep that foot planted. Press the foot down with the left hand. Left hip, draw it back, right pelvis forward. Soften through the neck and shoulders as you forward fold. Actively draw the belly button in. Uddiyana Bandha, active. As you slowly now flex toes towards you on the same side. You could hold the foot or hand to the floor, simply more of a surrender here into the pose. Flexing toes towards you. Slowly as you come back. Curl back toes, lift up the heel, plant the heel down like you would in a warrior two. Left hand on the inside, the block or the floor. Inhale, sweep right hand up. Exhale, continue to reach, belly button hug it in. If you want to go for your bind, you can. Otherwise, reach that hand up here. Or wrap arm. Again, your hand might find the inner crease of your left thigh. Shoulders away from ears. Belly in. Chin towards chest if you decide to look up. Releasing. And slowly extending through the left side. Hand to the shin or block is okay. Back foot, you might heel to it a little bit further forward. Hips in a plane. Shoulders in the same plane. Minor torsion you feel maybe through the left leg. And triangle on this side. Hand to the shin or the block is okay. Lifting and lengthening through the lateral side body. Relaxing through neck and shoulders. And maybe the chin again rolls in if you decide to turn to look up here. Little micro bend in that left knee. Inhale as you come back. Exhale, reverse warrior. Cat out of the lower back. Bend left knee as you shift the weight slightly forward, but you're reaching up and to the right with your left hand, with the palm of your left hand. And hug the belly in here. Right hand behind you for support. And maybe you slowly turn to the left to look up and forward to the left. Inhale as you come around. Exhale, cartwheel, hands down. Pick it up, send up the foot nice and high, circle, release here in your three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, knee to left elbow, armpit or tricep. Hover, hold, inhale it back to nose or forehead. Press floor away, hold here, inhale it back to the right elbow with a twist. Now as you plant the right foot heel down, maybe to the left hand only as you hover, and maybe you send that foot through. Scissor legs, lifting here, hips lifted. Circle around with the hand, breathe, belly in. Exhaling as you come back. One more time as you go. Optional flow. Transition. Child's pose. And we can bring the arms, hands sort of besides the legs here, and we can release a bit through the wrists. Curling fingers, opening, closing. And forehead settles down. Wiggle shoulders away from ears as you rest in Balasana or Child's Pose. Steady breath. Good. Come onto the belly and the thighs, and nice and flat and prone here on your mat. Extend the hands apart here, palms facing down, and you might look to the right and place your left ear down. Your right hand comes in to help you turn as you come onto the front of that left shoulder girdle, and we'll wiggle the hips a bit back towards the middle and plant the right foot behind us here as we relax here. Option to relax right arm behind back, or you could wiggle that foot just a bit more to the center and figure four left over right here. And the figure four is optional. Relax through the neck and shoulders. As you release and come back to center, extending hands apart, looking to the left. The right hand comes in. Palm of the right hand is going to stay down. Left hand comes in, palm of the right hand stays down on your right side. And you're wiggling to turn open to your left here. You wiggle the hips back to center a bit. Ensure the head is resting, maybe on a folded towel, maybe on your foam block. As you plant the left foot heel down, and then you might figure four right here over left, and that's optional. Noticing that as you draw the belly in, and as you relax, shoulders away from ears and side of your head relaxing towards the floor, just be aware of any sort of pinching going on in the upper back and shoulder girdles. If you've gone too far, slowly back out of it. Slowly as you release, coming back to center. Good. We'll wiggle back to the sort of center of our mat. We'll come to a Sphinx pose or supported cobra. Wiggle through the hips and pelvis just a bit. And as forearms press, hug the belly in here. Relax your glutes just a bit, but do pull the belly button in. Shoulders back and down, and neck stays long. Now, if you're going to extend and press hands into the floor and come into a deeper back bend, just be mindful with your lower back as you slowly straighten your arms out. I'm going to skip that one today because, again, lower back is still feeling kind of sensitive, so I'll just kind of hang out here. And then as we curl toes under, slide the knees in just a bit, okay? And prepare to hold a forearm plank. Belly button, hug it in. If you bring the knees down, keep the chest and belly off the floor. Core stays active as you stay nice and long here through the neck and spine. And maybe for a little extra credit, right knee hovers outside the right elbow thigh as you come forward. Foot goes back, plant down, left side, exhaling. And back. Right side. And back. Left side. And back. Hold here, just 10 more seconds. Good. Up to your plank and walk your feet forward. Okay. Relax, ragdoll here a bit, left and right. Shoulders away. Shake head no. Nod head yes. Pendulum sway a bit side to side. Good. Now as we interlace hands behind back again, we'll keep the knees bent, let the chest belly rest on the thighs, and send the hands up and overhead. Now, as your left shoulder comes towards your left knee, which is bent, you'll slowly start to straighten out your right leg, inhaling, opening your heart to the right. Soften shoulders away from ears. Keep those hands actively coming overhead, but mindful with the shoulder. Releasing to center. Right shoulder to right knee, open heart to the left as you slowly straighten out your left leg. Belly button in. And breathe into that space. Slowly as you release, hands down, march in place here. Hands to the floor or block. Knees wiggle and dance back and forth with the hips. We keep our feet flat. Slowly again as you lower down, gently as you bend knees, sit here as you come up into your boat pose Navasana. Now, I'm going to come with the right hand, I'm going to cup the outside of the left foot heel. As I slowly extend, I'll release the right foot heel away and I'll try to hover it off the floor. Shoulders soften away, long neck, I'll reach back here. I'll try to look behind, but without straining the neck so much. Bending left knee as you come back, bending right knee as you come back into your boat. Calves we grab, feet we extend up, lift through the heart center, belly in, and bring the knees closer to the torso. Gently as you bend the knees again, upright, so shoulders back and down. Left hand, outer blade of the right foot heel grab. Slowly extend left foot, hover. Reach back here and extend right foot heel away. Soften shoulders away and try to turn to your right a bit here. Okay? Slowly as you come back, bending knees. Peace finger, yogi toe lock, big toe grab, extend open. Sit up tall, soften shoulders and elbows, but your grip is firm. Good. Let's not land the feet just yet. Hug the belly in. Some might have hands on the floor, palms down, hands kind of underneath your bum here to support your lower back. If you're okay, come back a bit more. Press lower back into the floor and core active. Hold. Relax and hug the knees back in. Wrap the arms around. Press lower back into the floor. And as you hug the right knee and release the left side, circle and massage again on the right side. Okay? Keep the left leg straight if possible, and guide right knee to the left. Extend foot heel away. Slowly as you come back. Big toe on the right side, grab, yogi toe lock again, or use a towel or a strap. Extend the foot up here, hug belly in, press lower back into the floor, inhaling. Exhaling, forehead to knee. Soften shoulders down. Relax your head back, gently bend the knee. Let the knee and the pelvis open to the right here. The weight of your right arm and hand can rest and gently press that inner thigh away to the right. Hug the belly in and sort of cup the pelvis here with the left hand and press it down towards the floor. Good. Slowly as you release, wiggle that right foot and relax the leg and stretch it out. Left foot come in, hug it in here, circle around, massage the lower back on this side, massage the pelvis, the hip socket on the left side. With inhale, exhale, guide knee to the right this time. Shoulders grounded, extension through the left foot heel as you send it further to the right. Relaxing through the shoulder girdles. And then as you come back again, peace finger the left hand, hook big left toe, or use a towel or a strap here. Send the foot up high, press lower back into the floor, hug belly in, inhale. Exhale, lift up here, forehead to knee. Soften shoulders away from ears. slowly as you release. Head coming down, gently bending left knee, and then guiding it open to the left. Weight of your arm, you can cup the shin and then let it sit there and relax, open to the left here. Draw the belly in and right pelvis hip side, releasing towards the floor. The palm of the right hand can help press here. Relax your shoulders down. And as you gently release here, come back, maybe another hug. Maybe you bring the knees in and again circle around. Massage. Good. Now, if you have a more active back bend practice, you're welcome to set up the active back bend. It could be a bridge pose, it could be a wheel. I'm going to use the blocks here today, 2 blocks, and I'm going to go ahead and relax the hips forward. I'm going to position this surface of the block up the mid-back here. Not so much the lower back, right? Up more for the mid-back. I want to center about the spine, and I want to help with my forearms to sort of position my mid-back onto it. Now, the other block is going to serve as support for my head and my neck. If I want the chin to be in and get a little neck stretch, I position the block kind of like a pillar, more lengthwise. Or if I want the throat to open up, I'll place it sideways. Let's open up a little bit. And let's actually place it this way first. Okay. And bring it underneath the head. And really release onto it here. Releasing through your shoulders and your neck. Foam blocks could be okay also. The cork blocks could be a little bit harder, so please be careful. Really noticing the rise and fall of chest and belly here. With each exhale, melting a little bit more onto that surface. I might position the block sideways now to allow the head to come a little bit lower and the throat to open up just a bit more. I might bring the soles of the feet together and relax the knees open. Releasing through the heart center, allowing yourself to detach from emotions and thoughts as you release. Anything that you're holding on to and it's not serving in a positive way. Let go more, exhale and release more. As you wiggle the fingers and toes, you might slowly start to move the feet just a bit more. And the forearms might slide in. And nice and easy as you lift and come off the block over to one side. left or right. Make sure you remove the blocks here. Put them over to the side. Come on to the back, nice and slow. Hug the knees into the chest. Good. As you rock a bit left and right. Now, with this next one, you really be mindful with the neck here, okay? If you're going to roll onto the back like I'm going to do right now, you really want to be mindful with the neck. You don't really want to look around. I'm going to slowly come right into Halasana plow pose, initially with the arms behind me, relaxing through the shoulders and elbows here. I'll shift the weight more onto the upper back so it's not so much into the head and neck as I extend and activate the legs a bit more and pull the belly button in. Now some might start to bring the hands and plant the arms down and support their lower back. And then gently as they bend the knees, shifting the weight of the hips and the lower back into the hands as the hands adjust and sort of walk up the mid-back. And then you come to your shoulder stand, Sarvangasana here. Slowly as you release the knees back, and one vertebrae at a time as you come back on again here. Again, feel free to move, circle around, massage lower back. And Shavasana optional, it's up to you. I'm going to go ahead and bring the block again, but this time I'll just keep it underneath the hips here. And I'll come into a gentle supported back bend, bringing the soles of the feet together and allowing the knees to butterfly open. You want to adjust the block, make sure it's supportive, so you're not feeling any sort of pinching or funny sensation in the lower back. If it's a bit much, please feel free to remove the block and simply come onto the back. If I sense that this is a bit much, especially because of the lower back spasm that I had, I'll keep the block under the hips and I'll simply keep the legs elevated now here in a supported shoulder stand. This actually feels a little bit better for my lower back today. Relaxing through the shoulders. You can also simulate this, come next to your wall, right? Have a little bit of cushion underneath your lower back and your hips. And come from the side, rest your feet, your legs up the wall, and get your hips to touch your baseboard, touch the wall as much as you can. Gently lifting up the block here, we'll slide, put it over to the side. We'll come back down. I want to take another passive twist to my left here with the knees, and I'm going to extend the feet out to the left. I'm going to cross the right foot over the left here. And reaching up and overhead. Grabbing the right hand with the left here. I might wiggle the hips back down and take a nice long banana stretch here. Good. Coming back to center, I'm going to figure 4 right over left, and I'm going to let the right knee and thigh descend to the right, but I'm going to heel toe my left foot to the further sort of edge outside of the mat even. And I'll take a sort of pelvic twist here, IT stretching the left side.
Lock underneath the right knee thigh in case you need it. And gently releasing, wiggling back to center. Okay? Sending the feet, knees to the right here. And extending the feet out and left over right. Then you could wiggle the hips back down a bit and take that banana stretch up and over to your right as your right hand and gently pulls on the left hand here. As you release the banana and come back to center, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Figure 4, left over right. Let the knee thigh relax towards the left and wiggle heel toe your right foot to the right. So you come into the pelvic twist and the IT stretch on the right side here. Mindful with your lower back. Relaxing through your shoulders and upper back. As you slowly slide the left foot off the thigh, again, bend the knees and come back to center here. Hug the knees in. Lift up here, wrap the arms around, really squeeze and press. Release through the lower back, maybe cross the feet here and hang on to the feet. Give them a little bit of a pull. Happy baby child's pose, Ananda Balasana. Extending one side and then the other. Maybe extending both sides. Excellent. Rock your way back up to a seated position or come to your favorite side and then back on to a seated position. We'll go ahead and sit comfortably. I like to sometimes sit cross-legged and sometimes I'll be on the knees or the shins, but that's really up to you. And which leg crosses in front of which, that's more of a personal preference too, okay? Shrug the shoulders up, back, and down. And as you release through your neck here, nice and slow, left and right as you soften your shoulders down. Maybe nod the head yes a few times. Good. And sit up tall here. Hug the belly in. Evenly seated into your sit bones. Find where it's comfortable for you. And that's sort of where your center is. Okay. From there, energetically, you're extending upwards towards the heavens here. Circle the hands around a bit. Open, close. And as you bring the hands together here, I like to let the right hand rest in the left, but traditionally left sits on top of the right and the tips of the thumbs come together. Okay? So shoulders back and down, tilt the chin slightly inward, slow inhale and exhale through the nose. Slowly, as you blink the eyes open, the tips of the thumbs pressing together. And as you expose the palms, palms then come together. Gratitude for this virtual space that we share. I appreciate your time. Thank you for joining me. I hope you had a great practice. I look forward to your feedback. Rest well, stay hydrated, recover well, and until our next practice. Have a beautiful rest of your day.